NASCAR NEXTEL Cup Series racing from Texas Motor Speedway is brought to you by Sprint, proud partner of the NASCAR NEXTEL Cup Series. By Bank of America, higher standards. By Ford F-150, built Ford tough. And by Allstate, official partner of NASCAR.
Matt Kenseth qualified third, started on the pole because Ryan Newman had to start at the back of the field in a backup car. Matt has led all 17 laps, and he's out front on lap 18.
Appropriate. We put that up on lap 17.
And here's our AutoZone in the zone drivers at Texas. Dale Earnhardt Jr. 5 top 10 finishes and 6 starts here. And a former winner at this track, Jamie McMurray, with 3 straight top 10 finishes, and Kurt Busch ditto.
And Mike Bliss just takes the spot from Junior.
Bliss has had some good runs here.
That is fifth spot.
Yep, in the Truck Series. Guy second in the championship standings, Jimmy Johnson. Update from Matt.
And right now he's telling Chad Knaus the car's a little bit free, especially in the center to up off the corner. Now his spotter, Chris Osborne, making observations of their teammate, Jeff Gordon, who runs up in third. This is what he just told Jimmy moments ago.
Jimmy, the 24 car is running the same line that you just ran. 1 groove off the bottom and 1 and 2, and he's bringing it in 3 on the bottom and letting it drift right up 3/4 of the way up the track by the time he exits 4.
And you could see moments ago when Jimmy went down into turn 1, you could start to see the shade get more and more down in turns 1 and 2. And Chad Knaus said, look, keep an eye on that because we will have to make changes as the race goes on.
And that's a good thing about having a spotter, too. You know, I mean, they're looking at where the other cars are running. They're seeing if they're faster, and that's when they bring it up.
See, Tony Stewart, the 20 car, as he gets on the inside of Mark Martin, we felt like the 6 car was going to be one of the better cars. Tony Stewart goes by, and the last lap, 20, fastest lap of all the cars out there.
Obviously had a disappointing run that we talked about in the countdown, but things improving here for him, Alan.
Yeah, Bill, and his crew chief Greg Zipadelli talked about the difference between the race here in the spring and now in terms of their program and their car as being night and day. Totally different. They had a big test around Memorial Day weekend up at Michigan Speedway that set the stage for this summer run they've had on these fast 1.5 and 2-mile tracks. They expect a good run today. Tony calling it a minute ago, saying his car is just a tick tight, meaning the front end grip lacking a little, but not bad at all.
9th a week ago, 2nd 2 weeks ago at Martinsville for Tony Stewart. It's Dale Earnhardt Jr. in the 8 and Johnson in the 48. Matt Kenseth is a former winner here at Texas and has led every lap so far today in the Dickies 500. When we come back, we'll take you through the field. 28 laps are complete here at Texas. The caution flag has just come out. Update you on that in a second. For much more on NASCAR, log on to NBCSports.com. Benny has an in-depth preview of each race in the chase for the NEXTEL Cup Championship, and Alan Bestwick looks at how the pressure has intensified on those drivers contending for the title. That's all at NBCSports.com. Debris in turn 3.
And a lot of teams are saying, thank goodness this caution flag came out so we can make some adjustments.
He's not.
He's not one of them.
There are a lot of teams, but he's not one of them.
He was flying about a 2.5 lead over second place Greg Biffle.
And he was starting to put cars a lap down. That's what you like as a leader.
Start passing guys, huh?
Passing guys again.
Jimmy Spencer was knocked off the lead lap, as Wally talked about, but guess what?
He's the lucky dog.
Yes, he is. A couple of guys on the march forward. Let's see, Carl Edwards started 30th and has worked his way up to 17th. Ryan Newman started 43rd, is up to 33rd. So the field under caution here on lap 30. Here are the unofficial results from yesterday's NASCAR Busch Series race at the Texas Motor Speedway. Big win for Kevin Harvick, very emotional victory lane. Biffle, Edwards, Sorensen, and Kyle Busch, the top 5. 2 races remain in the season for the Busch Series stars. Martin Truex Jr. with an 84-point lead over Clint Bowyer as they head to Phoenix next Saturday.
Bowyer started at the rear of the field in a backup car and gained points on Truex. That's a day for them yesterday.
Yeah, but that's a bad habit he's developing.
I know. He did that at Memphis and won the race. He said, well, I'll just do that again. But it didn't work out quite as well.
Okay, time for the guys on pit road to go to work. And I'm not talking about the over-the-wall guys. I'm talking about our 4 guys. Matt Kenseth leads the parade. We send it down to Dave.
And Mark Martin trying to keep championship hopes alive, Bill. His car just a little bit tight in the corners. They'll make a wedge adjustment, maybe perhaps an air pressure adjustment too. 4-tire change for Mark. Matt?
Greg Biffle slides to a stop, trying to angle his car out a little bit to have an easier exit. They're making a chassis adjustment. The car not bottoming out anymore, but it is tight. Snyder.
Leader Matt Kenseth, top of your screen, Matt, said the car was just a little bit loose, so a very minor change, quarter pound in the left rear tire. That's it. AB.
Tony Stewart moved up from 16th to 8th in that opening run of the race. Slight air pressure adjustment on his car to help it turn a little better in the corners. Pretty smooth stop so far for Smoke.
A lot of traffic down there on pit road, as you might imagine, early in the race. Everybody on the lead lap. See Matt Kenseth won the race off of pit road.
How about that Johnson crew picking up 4 spots on pit road? Juniors guys, too.
How about Gordon losing 5 spots?
So race off of pit road. There's Matt. Greg Biffle. Waiting for the rest of the guys. Here they come. There's Junior. So under caution here at the Texas Motor Speedway, Matt Kenseth, the race leader, live on NBC.
You know, 9 different drivers have won the 9 races here at the Texas Motor Speedway, and 6 of those 9 races have been won by Fords. In 2002, Matt Kenseth took Ford to victory lane here and went on to win a series-high 5 races that season. That also was the first year Matt finished top 10 in the championship standings, and he's been in the top 10 every year since. For more, log on to FordRacing.com. Bill Weber, your turn.
Thank you, Marty. Take a look at our Craftsman pit summary. Guys coming off of pit road. Jimmy Johnson picking up some spots and Jeff Gordon losing some. Word from pit road is the 24 got blocked in by the 2.
They finished his work, but he couldn't get out of his pit. All right, pace car off.
Matt Kenseth has led every lap. Coming around to complete lap 33. Green flag back out. We get back at it. Hamilton Jr. was guilty of a commitment line violation coming to pit road. And the 18 of Bobby Labonte, too many men over the wall. Both those guys to the tail end of the field on the restart.
Stewart picked up a couple spots right there. Took the 6th and 4th. That was a good lap.
When you pass cars like that, that's a great lap. Like a 5-car, Kyle Busch to the top of the racetrack. Hits that bump down in 1 and 2, and I don't think they like that bump too much.
He was loose before he hit that bump, so I'm not sure that car isn't really loose in.
He had moved from 25th to 12th before the caution flag. Was 9th last time over the line.
car, Denny Hamlin, as Bill told you earlier. It was announced today that he will drive this 11 FedEx car in 2006.
Look at how loose that thing is, man. I'm telling you what, he got his hands full.
That 11 car pulled up behind him and packed that air under him and just got him so loose.
How about those guys on the 11 team in the garage this morning talking about Denny Hamlin?
Oh, they were just so pumped up that he's their driver next year. Bill and I walked by this morning. I always see Biffle going to the outside.
Teammates.
A couple of Roush-Keteers there. Biffle and Matt Kenseth share the same car owner, Jack Roush. Now, did Kenseth let him go by to get 5 points, and will Biffle let him go back, or is he just faster? We'll see.
We're about to find out. Biffle won the race here in the spring. Has 5 wins this season. And now has 5 bonus points here at Texas.
In the drivers' meeting this morning,
I think it's pretty obvious the answer to that one.
Drivers' meeting, Matt Kenseth walked up to Biffle and said, well, you got your butt beat yesterday, didn't you? Finished second in the Busch race yesterday.
Matt.
And Biffle has taken over the lead. Now, he's earned bonus points in 6 of the 7 chase races. Now, he can pick up some more bonus points, knowing that time begins to run out. He should have a great weekend here. He's expecting even bigger things next week at Phoenix. That car, though, really strong.
Do you think the 17 let him by?
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe
Give it a couple more laps here.
Marty, you got something on this?
Well, I don't think he let him go, Bill, but Matt does want the lead back. He made that clear. He said, guys, I want to get this back. I liked him out front much better than being behind the 16 cars.
Dale Earnhardt Jr. in the 8, Tony Stewart in the 20 on the move.
Well, there goes Tony on the inside. Junior on the outside. Stewart takes that spot away. Alan, Tony saying anything?
He's not saying anything, but he's doing it on the track, BP. His pit crew got him one of those spots, too. He came down pit road in 8th position. They got him out in 6th position. Excuse me, in 7th position. And now he's moved up to, what, 5th, 4th now?
Yep.
He's on the move.
You're right. Matt?
Bill, Biffle has the lead. Just wondering how much longer he's going to be able to hold it. He just came on the radio and said, I have a bad, and I mean bad vibration. Feels like it could possibly be in the drivetrain, maybe not a loose wheel.
Wow. Third in the championship standings. And as they run right now, just 45 points behind championship leader Tony Stewart.
Normally you would think it's Normally you would think it's a loose wheel because it normally starts to show itself about 7 or 8 laps after you make a pit stop. So we'll see what happens.
And it's usually the left rear tire that loosens up.
Dave, what are you working on?
Well, Kyle Busch, after all those cars got done passing him and making him really, really loose, all he said on the radio was, woo, all righty.
You know, we have a Home Depot virtual garage, I think, can explain what we're talking about by pulling up behind someone and getting them loose.
Yeah, if you watch a car, you get up behind somebody, you get really, really close to the rear bumper. What you do is you take the air off their rear spoiler. You also pack air underneath the car, so it actually lifts the rear of the car when you get into the corner. That makes the back slide around. He's got to lift just a little bit. You turn under him and take the spot.
And that's what we saw just a moment ago with the 5 car of Kyle Busch.
I saw that in Wally's world, too, only there wasn't a car behind you.
I did that all on my own.
Hey, rear interliner or something, I don't know.
That's Greg Biffle still talking about the vibration he's feeling.
He's hoping it's a tire and not something worse. Still leads.
I don't know if he's hoping it's anything.
He's hoping it goes
It's his
away.
imagination.
So we'll stay on top of the Biffle situation. We promised you a through the field. The caution came out. When we come back to Texas, we will take you through the field. Biffle leads Kenseth and Johnson.